Henry plans to sell small wooden shelves at a crafts fair for $30 each. A booth at the fair costs $100 to rent. Henry estimates his expenses for producing the shelves to be $12 each, so his profit will be $18 per shelf. Part A says, write a function that expresses Henry's profit P as a function of the number of shelves X sold. We will get, for part A, the function P of X will equal 18, because that's how much money that Henry will make off each shelf sold, times X, the number of shelves sold, minus his $100 fee for his booth. Now part B asks us, what is the implied domain of this linear function? Well, the implied domain of this linear function is that X has to be greater than or equal to 0, because he will not make a negative number of shelves. So the domain will be the set of all x's such that X is greater than or equal to 0, implying that he can make 0 or more shelves. Now part C says, what is the profit if Henry sells 34 shelves? So for C, we need to evaluate P of 34, meaning how much profit will Henry have if he sells 34 shelves? So P of 34 is equal to 18 times 34 minus 100. Now, if I simplify this, 18 times 34 is 612 minus 100, and this is equal to 512. So, for part C, again, we're asked, what is the profit if Henry sells 34 shelves? If Henry sells 34 shelves, his profit will be $512. Part D says, graph the linear function. This is the graph of the linear function. P of X is equal to 18x minus 100. Now, when you make your graph, you need to remember a few things. You need to make sure that you label your axes, as we did here. We also need to make sure that the horizontal axis is the independent variable, which is x, and the vertical axis is the dependent variable, p. For part E, we are asked, if Henry's profit is $764, how many shelves did he sell? So if Henry has a profit of $764, we will replace P of X with 764 and solve the equation equals 18x minus 100. We'll solve for x because x is the number of shelves sold. So to solve this, let's add 100 to both sides. This will give us 864 equals 18x, and we will divide both sides now by 18, and that'll give us x is equal to 48. Now this means that if Henry's profit was $764, he sold 48 shelves.